on Medals. They're calling for a doctor, it looks like, to go over there, are they? Yeah, the ambulance attendants are heading over there. It's one of the barrier attendants must have got hurt in that fracas at the start. So that might just delay things too. If he's gone to the top of the platform, Paul Didham, the starter. So about to release the field in the first. He's got down from the ladder. Something's still not quite right. Number one's backing out, is it? This is, yeah, Mastic has just been backed out of the gates. Now, they've just gone for the girth, whether he's noticed it. Up. And we're set and underway. And after all that, that was a beautiful start. Expertise, one of the first to break the line out. Quickly Stars, Jewel heads it off and going through in the early part now is Medals to run to the lead, and Markafumi jumped okay. Mastic is up fifth on the outside and going forward. At the first turn at the 800 metres, and Stars Jewel worked across the field to lead by 2 lengths now. Medals is second and Mastic's got into a good place, only a neck away. 2 lengths to Markafumi, they're flying along. 3 further back in the field, Expertise outside Allendale Rose. Another 2 lengths then to Spoils, followed well back by Courtifier over on the inside, and Mr. Bombastic now going past it at the 600, and Stars Jewel has run them along fast, more than 2 lengths to Mastic. 3/4 away as Medals on the inside, a length further back as Markafumi, then Expertise around the outside of Allendale Rose from Mr. Bombastic and Spoils. Coming to the home turn now, and Stars Jewel about a half in front of Mastic. Medals held up for a run from Markafumi, and then came Expertise and Mr. Bombastic, but Mastic took the lead around the home turn, and Mastic dashed a length and a half in front of Stars Jewel. Markafumi and Expertise is running down the outside, but Mastic opening up in the last little bit is going to record a good win, and Mastic and Rod Griffith score well. Expertise second, give it a Stars Jewel just holding.
Racing now. Oklahoma Trail went away fast and goes straight to the lead, beginning pretty well too was Emerald Crest going through along the inside. Zopine getting across out wide, and they were followed by Tama and
all set. Well, movement towards the outside. One moving around. Sedaris and Dew Ranch stood up well. Started not happy. He hits the button. They're racing, and Sedaris and Dew Ranch slow to go. Parting Jester came out of the gates running, heading straight to the front from Forest Express, Clan Dent, Scenic Review, and Dew Ranch is tearing around the outside, and he'll go to the front. Dew Ranch after the first 400 metres leads the way from Parting Jester, Clan Dent third, Scenic Review the outside fourth, a length Forest Express, Quick Star the outside, Disney Dollars in the blue cap going up wide, well back Sedaris and Pop's Crown at the tail of the field. Dew Ranch showing any amount of speed at the 600 metres mark, led just over a length on Parting Jester. 2 lengths away Clan Dent and Disney Dollars very wide continuing on that run. They were followed behind those by Quick Star, Scenic Review, Pop's Crown well back with Forest Express. In the straight, and the front runner is Dew Ranch, grabbed on the outside by Disney Dollars. Disney Dollars has hit the lead. Clan Dent getting up on the fence between them. Parting Jester in front of Clan Dent. Quick Star down the outside at the 150, and the front runner is Clan Dent bursting up on the fence from Parting Jester, and Quick Star on the outside. Clan Dent in front. Quick Star finishing quickly. Got momentarily squeezed up 50 out, and the insides kicked Clan Dent to win from Quick Star. Third will be Forest Express, then Parting Jester, who was very green the last 100. They were followed by Disney Dollars, Dew Ranch, Scenic Review, Sedaris and Pop's Crown. I'd like to see the slow-mo of the last 150 metres there with Quick Star, the second horse. He seemed to run into a bit of traffic. He looked like he was going to get to Clan Dent. Whether he's done it to himself, yes, he's wanted to lie in on top of the other horse, Parting Jester, and Clan Dent has been able to kick number 7, 430 and 160 over Quick Star.
And Scud at 340 as we take you back to Greg Miles.
Thanks, Chris. They opened up Nasser Rich, the favourite, ahead of Scud, but after they've all drifted and a few trimmed, we have equal favourites, Scud and Star Cossack, with Nasser Rich easing and continuing to ease, and out to third elect now with Rover the next best. But a very, very open affair, and the stalls have filled quickly, and they're all in and they're on their way. And the 6 came away in a good line. Star Cossack and the pink colours began well, headed off immediately by National Asset. Scudder settling down third, 3/4 away the rail, and then 2 lengths to Rover, Our Grades, and about 3 lengths last of all as Nasser Rich as they settle into stride and come towards the turn the first time round. And Dwayne Dunn has National Asset, the bolter of this half dozen, leading by 2 lengths to Star Cossack, 2 lengths to Scud, and about 3 lengths to Rover outside Our Grades. And Cassidy is content to lob along at the back of the field on Nasser Rich. The old fellow is 2.5 lengths behind the second last one. Down the straight the first time round, and National Asset is setting a nice tempo despite the small field and leads by 4 lengths now to Star Cossack, 2 lengths to Scud. They're both 1 off the rail, 1.5 lengths then to Our Grades over on the fence, 1/2 to Rover, and 2 lengths to Nasser Rich at the back of the field when they leave the straight. A little over 1,600 to go now, and it's National Asset about 3 lengths in front. Scud has moved round the outside to go to second, and 1.5 lengths further back then is Star Cossack. Patton happy to let him go, and he sits third now on the mare. 1 to Our Grades, fourth on the inside of Rover, and 2 lengths then to Nasser Rich, who'll just be saved for one last swooping run. Up towards the turn near the 1,200 metres now, and National Asset has been allowed to bowl along at his leisure in front, and he has set a nice tempo by the same token. Into the back he goes by that 1,200 marker, about 5 lengths in front. Scud is second. Our Grades went through to third on the inside, and a neck away to Star Cossack. 1.5 to Rover, and Nasser Rich over on the rails as a head away, and would be spotting the leader about 10 lengths down the back now with 1,000 metres to go. And National Asset still about 5 or 6 lengths clear. Scud is taking the field up to the leader. On the rails then is Our Grades with a head to Star Cossack. 1 to Nasser Rich, who's got through on the inside, just momentarily pocketed at that point with Rover on his outside. National Asset came down the side. They're inside the 800. The lead's been whittled back to about 3 lengths to Scud. Star Cossack now starting her run, and Rover's gone round the outside. 2 lengths to Nasser Rich running up behind the leading 4 now, and Our Grades couldn't sprint and dropped out to last of all. Well, National Asset's quickly gone, and Scud and Star Cossack reached the lead together before the turn. A length to Rover, and Nasser Rich ridden along on the inside, fourth cornering. Scud the inside, Star Cossack the outside. Coming around the home turn, 2 lengths in front of Nasser Rich, the old bloke under the whip, and Rover. Star Cossack popped a nose in front round the home turn. Scud fighting back on the inside, clear of Rover on the outer. It's Star Cossack, a neck in front of Scud. Star Cossack holding Scud, who's trying to kick back. Star Cossack just the leader and 1 at a head to Scud, and 2 lengths to Rover. Then Nasser Rich, Our Grades and National Asset together at the rear.
Number 3, Star Cossack, the winner, 4.30 and 2.30, and a good finish. 5, Scud, battling on for second, $1.50, and number 2, Rover, no third div. It'll be 3-5-2 after race 2 at the Valley. As they hit the line there, Scud fighting back well, but Star
Cossack with good speed. Wild Streak's just in between them. Wider out, Kitkin Star's drifting towards the centre. It's a little erratic. Over on the outside was Baneful, and they were followed further back then by Smites's Creation and also Catlar racing a bit greenly. Further back, Elizabeth's Fury, and also back there too was Gwen the Florist. Iverna hanging at the 600 as they link into the course proper. Headed by Wild Streak and Cossack out wide, and now coming at them all is Baneful. Back in behind them, Smites's Creation. Kitkin Star's all over the shop like a drunken sailor, and out wider on the track, Elizabeth's Fury was impeded for a moment, and they were followed further back by Gwen the Florist, who shut up shop for the day, tailing out. 200 a race. Some of these are dreadfully green, but Cossack isn't, and it's plain sailing as they race down with 150 to go. Trying hard on the outside late is Catler, but it's been pretty green, and battling on Smites's Creation, but Cossack wins it. Cossack goes home to score by about 3, maybe 2.5. Nearly a dead heat, the miners, Catler or Smites's Creation. Elizabeth's Fury ran on for 4th, followed by Baneful. Wild Streak in behind those. Further back, Iverna, and they were followed back behind those then by Kitkin Star, who was very, very green indeed. And amongst the last ones in fact, last of all, was Gwen the Florist. Stand by for judges' numbers. Not a lot of joy here for punters in the opening event, with Cossack benefited from 1 run experience-wise. It's had the 1 run prior to today, as had Wild Streak, and Cossack circle 2-year-old handicap.
Okay, thanks, Ron. As you can see, they were all over the shop there at Victoria Park, the 2-year-olds, in race 1. Cossack over Catlar and Smites's Creation, 9-8. The babies have all got something to learn.
Slow to go and over and above went back after the start. Pearl won the kick. It leads, but Tiramani's quickly rushed up to head it. Rippling Mill goes up to be wide and third, a length Dancing Jester. They were followed by Over and Above on the inside of Medicine over Mycology, and Splendid Retreat went back to last. 8.50 to go. Pearl inside Tiramani. There, stride for stride. A length and a half to Rippling Mill. Dancing Jester being heeled along the fence. 2 lengths to Medicine Over and Above the rail. Splendid Retreat well back and a half away. Mycology before the bend, 600 out. Tiramani on the outside of Pearl. They're locked together. 2 lengths away, Rippling Mill. Dancing Jester's never been on the bit, being scrubbed up the fence. 2 lengths to Over and Above. Then came Medicine. Well back in the field is Mycology, passed by Splendid Retreat. In the home straight, Pearl the inside, the front runner. Beasley yet to call on Tiramani. He's getting a bit panicky now. 2 lengths away, Dancing Jester, and then came Rippling Mill, and Over and Above starting to run on. Pearl in front. Tiramani's drifted out. She's second. Over and Above's running on well with Dancing Jester. The front runner now, Tiramani. She's put a nose in front. Dancing Jester's coming at her with Over and Above and Pearl. Dancing Jester and Tiramani. Dancing Jester headed by Tiramani, and she wins. Gave back as heart flutters, but she's fallen in to beat Dancing Jester. Third is Over and Above from Pearl and Rippling Mill. Then Splendid Retreat, Mycology, and last home was Medicine. Well, she has nearly thrown the...
One red there. Next to Flamber. Settled again. All in, Mad Dam the outside. Masked Dancer lifted, settled once more. 1,000 metres the journey. Shirley's Toy drawn out. Another one rearing there. Seems to be a chain reaction. Number of attendants in there. Half a dozen of them or so. Go Spending, I think it was the one that was rearing there. Line settling down. All in and ready to go. No all clear given as yet though. There it is, I think. Off they go. Starter sent them away well after all of that. Go Spending and Shirley's Toy. Mad Dam away in a hurry. Flamber showing good pace in the early part. Carla Joy's going through too in the early stages of the race. And Bell Kenny holding onto the rail. Masked Dancer booting up inside Flamber. They settle in front now. A length and a half clear from Carla Joy on the outside of Bell Kenny. 2 lengths to Shirley's Toy settling fifth. 1 Go Spending. 1.5 Mad Dam. Rainbow Melody. And 2 lengths last is Blue Music. Through the gap and go, and here the leader is Masked Dancer. Got a half length on Flamber, a length and a half Shirley's Toy, who's going up very wide on the course there, hanging badly too. Carla Joy getting through inside it. Then Bell Kenner and Mad Dam starting to run on well. Masked Dancer kick 2 in front. Oh, Mad Dam hampered badly by Carla Joy and Flamber. They came together. Carla Joy after Masked Dancer. Bell Kenner on the inside. Shirley's Toy out wide. Mad Dam coming again, but Carla Joy's burst to the lead, and on debut Carla Joy beat a very unlucky Mad Dam. Masked Dancer held third the inside, then Shirley's Toy, who was very green. Next to finish in the race, Bell Kenner, out wide Blue Music, then Rainbow Melody, Flamber and Go Spending last of all. Carla Joy has got the prize here.
And I suppose about 6 lengths or so from the leader as they race along the far side with 1,000 metres to travel, and the leader was Scarlet Rocket by about a length. To in second position Finnis Gold, poised right on the outside, now going up within a half as the leader steadies. Third, 2 lengths away, Gold Bright here, another 2.5 to Dark Lane, 1.25 off then Delima's Daughter. Narrowly the inside, and Rash Bright here is last of all, about 3/4 away. On the side they race down to the 600, and Scarlet Rocket led by a length again from Finnis Gold, now a length and a quarter, and they've quickened. 2.5 off then Gold Bright here, 3 or 4 away then Dark Lane, Dolima's Daughter, Ras Bright here, and narrowly into the straight of the 400. Finnis Gold attempting to get on terms with Scarlet Rocket. Scarlet Rocket the inside, Finnis Gold the outer. Finnis Gold has hit the front now from Scarlet Rocket. 5 lengths to Ras Bright here, running on. 200 out, it's Finnis Gold the leader. Scarlet Rocket is coming back on the inside. Finnis Gold is still in front. Ras Bright here is flying. Will it be too late? Finnis Gold is a half in front with 50 to go, and it's done enough to just win maybe. Finnis Gold over Ras Bright. I'm not so sure he saw it coming through on the inside. Scarlet Rocket was third. They were followed further back behind them then by Dark Lane, and in the last division with them too was Dolima's Daughter, and also back there Gold Bright here.
Backed and the gates open. Louis Jean of the Grey went back shortly after the start. Gala Ball out very wide and Flirting Spy and Basics all away quickly, and Strike Time with the goal going through to be third early. 2 lengths away, Techniques over Louis Gina, then send Giggy Beach and Eyes to Spy a length off at the tail. 8.50 out. Gala Ball on the outside wanting to over race, led the way from Basics by ahead. 2 lengths to Strike Time. Flirting Spy the inside. 2 lengths to Techniques pulling from Louis Gina. Send Giggy Beach as well back, and 2 lengths to Eyes to Spy. 7 lengths away from the leaders, Basics and Gala Bull. At the 600, Basics just in front of Gala Bull. Strike Time about to come 3 deep and start a run. Flirting Spy a length away. 2 lengths to Techniques with the green cap going forward from Louis Gina. Well back in the field, send Giggy Beach, and 2 lengths to Eyes to Spy coming to the extreme outside. At the 350 now, and on the outside going to the front, Gala Bull from Strike Time, and Techniques has rounded them up pretty quickly on the outside. Basics back to the fence. Eyes to Spy down the extreme outside with Send Giggy Beach, and they're coming fast, in particular Eyes to Spy. Eyes to Spy and Send Giggy Beach have hit the lead from Strike Time, and Basics the fence. Eyes to Spy the outside, Basics the inside. They go to the line. Oh, great go this. Eyes to Spy out wide, Basics back to the inside. 1 away from the outside is Send Giggy Beach, and not far away Strike Time over Gala Ball and Techniques. Can you believe she's missed the place? They were followed by Flirting Spy and Louis Gina last home. Well, one thing I've learned here at Rosehill, if they're out wide on the track, go for them. And Eyes to Spy is wide, but I'm not sure. Basics burst up on the...
Gangbuster the favourite, off they go. He jumped well in the middle of the line, Gangbuster. Mel Namuka shows all his usual pace and is dashing to the front early. Away fast Captain Cortez on the outside, but Mel Namuka led Gangbuster, Captain Cortez. Gold Gun pushing up in the white colours into 4th placing. Chicago Clip on the rail and Gastineau not far away. Then Robinizer Mancini's Magic. 2 lengths Christmas Toy and Neck Gallady. 3 lengths Kazaragi and 3 or 4 Navajo Poet through the gap. Mel Namuka led by a length. Gangbuster camped right on his hammer. 2 lengths away in the field, Gold Gun on the inside of Gastineau. Then 2 lengths Captain Cortez, followed by Mancini's Magic, Chicago Clip, and then Romanizer from Gallady and Christmas Toy when they corner. Mel Namuka by 2, Gangbuster shaken up second. Gold Gun on the inside of him, and then Gastineau and Gallady coming down the outside. In the straight though, and Mel Namuka by 2, Gangbuster feeling his weight. Gallady on the outside, Christmas Toy flying the rail. It's still Mel Namuka. Christmas Toy charges at him, got there. Christmas Toy got up on the inside and beat Mel Namuka. Gallady third the outside, then Mancini's Magic followed by Gold Gun and Kazaragi making ground out wider. Back behind those to finish was Chicago Clip, Captain Cortez, a gap Navajo Poet, Gangbuster, Romanizer. He was back last after getting flattened coming around the turn.
And Christmas Toy with Kevin Forrester aboard has got the prize over number 2, Mal Namuka, and at number 5, Gallady, after race 4 at the Valley, to pay $26.40 and $7.10 the winner.
Starter's back on his platform. Now all we've got to do is remember what else is left in the race with all that. Kayaka 2, restless in the inside. She's discreet, well behaved. There's the light. They've jumped and she's discreet, and Kayaka 2 brushed on jumping. Dumpy away well on their outside, and away fast to Jala Gold, and also showing good speed was Funster carving across them with My Millennium ahead of it, and they were followed further back by Gilded Star and Satellites. 2 down the outside, Special Blend, and also Considemus on their Pat Malones. At the 600 they race now. She's discreet is flying in front and led by 3. Second, My Millennium. Funster goes to third, Gilded Star to fourth, and then Dumpy, Satellites, Jala Gold, Kayaka 2 followed by Mac Moore. Further back in the field, Fimbri followed then by Tarot Card. Well back was Deaconess and Cardinet. Down the outside, Special Blend leads Considema. She's discreet's gone. Funster's hit the front as they run to the 250. My Millennium the inside, and then Gilded Star starting to power home. Funster just the leader from My Millennium and Gilded Star. Funster in front. Young Reagan Raider is wielding the whip. Funster is still in front, getting close to home, and she's too good. Funster wins by a half to Gilded Star. My Millennium, I think, is third. Not much between them, though. Then came Satellites and also Macmore and Dumpy. She's Discreet has knocked up very badly. You just wonder whether she's feeling something. She stopped as though she hit a brick wall and finished well back. Jala Gold ahead of her with others. Tarot Card and also Kayaka 2. Considemus out wide, ran on well with Special Blend out there. Back to the inside, Deaconess Cardinet. She's Discreet has been eased down very quickly, and so too has Finsbury back at the tail of the field.
So number 1, Funster at 380 and 150 over 2, Gilded Star 140 with 6, My Millennium at 240. It'll be 126 after the third of Victoria for Bombardment. As we take you to Terry Bailey.
All set to jump. Gates are back. Bellbrook near the inside, away very quickly, and Don Tristram into stride smartly. Not far away is Blue Blood. Imry's on the fence, and Ken Quest going up over Bombardment. Born to Dance is trapped 6 and 7 wide and is rushing up, and deeper still in the pink cap is Dr. Squill. 2 lengths to Blue Gum, getting back in the field with He's a Dane, Battlewise and Kingston Shores wide and last. They're tightly bunched on the first bend at the 1500, and Pengelly was wide on the favourite, and he's allowed Born to Dance to stride up and go to the front from Don Tristram. Bellbrook is third, Dr. Squill wide, then Bombardment in the centre as the leaders steady up again. 2 lengths to Kingston Shores, moving up 3 wide. They were followed by Imry, who's well back in the field on settling from Blue Gum, or Blue Blood it is, a length further back in the field of Battlewise, He's a Dane and Blue Gum at the tail. At the 950 metres mark, and Kingston Shores now roll to the front, led by just over a length in a muddling run race from Dr. Squill. Don Bellotto on the inside racing third. Ken Quest wide, Born to Dance deep, and getting up inside the 3 of those then is Bellbrook. 2 lengths away is Imry, being covered up by Bombardment. Well back in the field is Battlewise. 2 lengths away to Blue Blood, Blue Gum and He's a Dane at the tail. 7.50 out. It's been a real muddling affair this. And the front runner is Kingston Shores. He leads the way by a half length on Ken Quest. 2 lengths away on the inside is Don Tristram, covered up by Dr. Squill. Born to Dance, the early leader, is back 5th and 3 wide. Bellbrook the centre. Imry on the fence. Then came Battlewise. Bombardment. Well back is Blue Blood. Blue Gum in front of him with He's a Dane around the bend. And Ken Quest at the 400 metres mark moved up to Kingston Shores and went to the front. Dr. Squill in turn grabbed the pair. Then came Don Tristram, Imry and Bellbrook, and further back Blue Gum the inside. Dr. Squill at the 175 had raced to the front. He is the leader. Bellbrook starting to come down the centre. In front Dr. Squill, kicking again on the inside Ken Quest. Dr. Squill in front of Ken Quest, and Dr. Squill's too good. Wins from Ken Quest and Bellbrook third. Then Bombardment, Imry, Blue Gum, Don Tristram, Kingston Shores, He's a Dane, Battle Spirit well back in the field, and company with Born to Dance had no luck in the run, and Blue Blood was last. See, that was a funny old race. They walked early. This gives Peter Tompkins a winning double with Eyes to Spy and now Dr. Squill. There was absolutely no speed on, and Dr. Squill was out there covering ground 3 and 4 deep, but at least he was in the clear. A lot of horses got badly inconvenienced in that race, and they chopped.
Favourite to move in as Whistle Up has joined them on the straight, will complete it. Blaze the Turf 290, 450 on the straight, 540 Bellsevere, 560 Grombe. Starter heading over to the platform now, 1200 race 5. All set, all clear. Off. Graydon Gun, the one that was a bit slow. Checkmore first to bounce out, lands a length in front of Blaze the Turf. Third placing held by Bellsevere on the inside of Grombe. Then a length back in 5th placing came Stars and Stripes from Whistle Up on the straight, and 2 lengths to Graydon Gun. Checkmore showed them a clean pair of plates at the first turn. Blaze the Turf has settled well second, a length away. 2 lengths to Grombe, a length and a half further back on the field then is Bellsevere. 4th on the inside from Stars and Stripes. On the straight is around Whistle Up, and 4 lengths Graydon Gun. Checkmore led down the side. Blaze the Turf a half length away. 1 away to Grombe, moving to a clear third with Stars and Stripes improving outside it. Then came Whistle Up, Bellsevere over on the inside. On the straight is around that pair of horses, and 6 or 7 lengths to Graydon Gun. Blaze the Turf almost level with Checkmore, and now Grombe chimes in on the outside. Whistle Up deeper on the straight, about to come off its heels now, and then Whistle Up when they corner. Grombe took the lead. Blaze the Turf has gone. Grombe led Checkmore. Whistle Up started to come through, and on the straight down the outside, Grombe the leader. Whistle Up is pegging it back on the straight, and Stars and Stripes. Whistle Up grabbing Grombe. Whistle Up, one of the nose to Grombe, I'd say. Stars and Stripes third. On the straight, a close-up 4th. In behind those to finish then, Bellsevere and Checkmore. Long break to Blaze the Turf. Well, that was a most disappointing run from her, and Graydon Gun last of all. Photo here, Whistle Up has grabbed Grombe, I reckon. In the frame it goes, number 3. Whistle Up, Matthew Gatt, who's had only 1 win prior to this. since July of 1990.
Followed by Revolad around them, Legal Hand the centre, Youngblood back in a pocket on the inside of Bonza Blue, Grand Scenic second last, and last of all on the outside was Trelawney. In that order they move along the far side, and Stylish Led is whipped to the lead now and shows the way. Out about 3.5 to Double Cut Roll, Currency Boss, 2 to Techracy fourth, Pitch fifth the inside, then Revolad on the outside of Legal Hand. They were followed further back by Youngblood, this leader sneaking away, Bonza Blue next outside of Grand Scenic, who's now moving up in the centre to keep Bonza Blue 3 deep, and 1.5 lengths to Trelawney, ridden quietly. On the side with about 1,100 or just under to run, and Stylish Led is making the pace here and generously. 4 in front of Double Cut Roll, Currency Boss the inside. Ridden quietly behind them, fourth Techracy has enjoyed a pretty good run. With it, Pitch on the inside. Further back, Revolad, Legal Hand, Bonza Blue scrubbed up, and they were followed by Youngblood. 800 out, Grand Scenic second last, and Trelawney last 1.5 lengths off. Around the home turn, they're on the outer track, the long run in, 6.50 to go, and the leader was Stylish Led, cuddled in front, 2.5 Double Cut Roll, Currency Boss. Now Pitch comes out underneath Techracy. They make their claims together, but Techracy got a length in front of Pitch. They were followed by Legal Hand, Revolad, Bonza Blue. Down to the 400, Techracy's racing a bit erratically, and the leader is still Stylish Led from Techracy, who's ducking about, and Pitch the outside switch course when Techracy was racing erratically. Stylish Led headed by Techracy. Pitch gets up on the inside. Youngblood starting to motor into it. Grand Scenic out wide. Techracy with a head to the side is a half in front. Youngblood is diving through on the inside, and here's Legal Hand. Legal Hand's after Techracy. Techracy in front, and it got there. Gee, wobbled all over the place down the straight, but one from Legal Hand, Youngblood, Stylish Led and Pitch, and there's another one out wide on the track, just obscured from my view. Grand Scenic, I think it was, as they hit the tower and we lose them. Waiting for them to come back into view. Back on the inside now was Revolad, followed by Currency Boss, Bonza Blue, Trelawney and Double Cut Roll. Techracy proved a real handful, but has prevailed. Legal Hand has almost got there, which would have given bookmakers some relief at 35 to 1 on tab figures.
The Star went back after the start, strolling home near the inside, clearly first to go. Alimony away smartly, and Prince Miasma out in the centre, heading up towards the lead. Ears Ronnie is very deep around Cool Warrior. 2 lengths to We're Dancing. He's trapped 3 deep at the moment from Edward Bray, Expect a Star. And Pyjamas quickly grabbed hold of by York, went back to the tail of the field, 2 lengths away. Prince Miasma on the outside of Strolling Home leads the way. Ears Ronnie deep, rushing up to be third. Cool Warrior fourth, Alimony fifth. 1.5 lengths to We're Dancing, and he's got the mouth open, wanting to over-race from Edward Bray. Expect a Star second last, and 2 lengths away, Pyjamas. They race up towards the 1,300 metres mark, and Prince Miasma, bold to the front, led 2 lengths to Ears Running now, 1 away from the fence. Strolling Home third, Cool Warrior fourth, Alimony fifth, 1 length to We're Dancing, Edward Bray. Expect a Star back second last, patiently ridden by Brown, and 2 lengths away, Pyjamas. 1,100 metres out there, working onto the next bend, and Prince Miasma made play. The break is nearly 2 lengths on Ears Ronnie. Strolling Home the top weight, tuck in on the fence in third position from Cool Warrior. 2 lengths away, Alimony. We're Dancing starting to improve. They were followed by Edward Bray. Expect a Star right behind We're Dancing, and in fact came out in front of him 3 wide as he circles the field quickly, and 2 lengths to Pyjamas at the 700 metres mark. Prince Miasma in front of Ears Ronnie by 1 length. 1 length away, Strolling Home. Expect a Star continuing to go forward, 3 wide. 1 length Cool Warrior. We're Dancing now being called upon to go forward. Alimony shuffle back from Edward Bray, and Pyjamas at the tail of the field. On the corner, 4.50 out, and Prince Miasma turns in front. Here's Ronnie quickly after him. Expect a Star 3 out. 2 lengths to Strolling Home. We're Dancing, pull to the extreme outside with Pyjamas running on well. At the 300, Expect a Star's hit the lead from Ears Ronnie. Pyjamas is going to be the danger on the outside. Expect a Star inside the 200 is grabbed by Pyjamas, and Ears Ronnie on the inside, but Pyjamas hit the lead at the 100 metres mark. Drew away from Ears Ronnie, and Expect a Star, and Pyjamas from last comes home too well to win. Pyjamas first, Ears Ronnie second, Expect a Star third. They were followed by Alimony, Prince Miasma, Strolling Home, We're Dancing well back. Then came Edward Bray, and Cool Warrior was last home. Winning double to Brian York. And Pyjamas, number 7, stepping up after his very unlucky 6th of 12 to Bombardment here last Saturday when he had no run the stretch. He was patiently ridden. They ran along at a fair clip. Expect a
Whoopee Ride missed the start about a half to 3/4 of a length. One of the first out, Hindu Dancer, looking for the lead early. Choose the Blues was away okay. Distant Beauty showing some pace. Western Love going forward. Danzig Star on the outside just got checked there as Suss went across in front of her and sped down to the front. And at the bottom turn at the 1200, it's Suss the leader. Western Love goes to second. Danzig Star posted out 3 wide and working. 2 lengths then Hindu Dancer settling down fourth now, and then Primrose Penny moving up 3 deep round the outside. No Foresight in the centre, a length further back in the field, Distant Love, and about a length into Supervolt. 1.5 behind these is Choose the Blues on the inside of Miss Danehill, and a length into Whoopee Ride, who's last and 3 wide. Off the back and Suss the leader. Danzig Star booted into second, placing 2 lengths to Western Love, who eased back for a nice trail. Hindu Dancer on the rails is fourth, followed by Primrose Penny out wider in the gold colours and black cap. No Foresight around Distant Beauty, and then Miss Danehill. Whoopee Ride's never been on the track, starts its run 5 wide at the 600, and then Supervolt and back last Choose the Blues, who I think got into trouble at the 800 turn. They're nearing the bend, and Suss just the leader from Danzig Star. Primrose Penny moving up on the outside. Western Love needing a run. Then Miss Danehill and Whoopee Ride, the deepest, coming to the home turn from Distant Beauty. Suss led. Danzig Star's gone and got checked. And Primrose Penny's after the leader now. And now Miss Danehill chiming in, and Whoopee Ride the widest runner. It's Suss the leader. Primrose Penny, Miss Danehill out wide, and Whoopee Ride. Miss Danehill has hit the front now from Suss. Whoopee Ride coming at Miss Danehill. Miss Danehill just in front, I think one at the nose from Whoopee Ride and Suss. Primrose Penny just weakening slightly, has run fourth. Western Love didn't have much luck in the straight. Distant Beauty was next, followed in by Supervolt. Long break to No Foresight, Hindu Dancer, Danzig Star, and Choose the Blues has run a distant last. Number 4's got it. Miss.
And he might have got hooked up there momentarily, the favourite. Well, it's been a day of action here. He's got attendants all around him. No sign of the light. There it is, they're off and racing now, and Sir Muller away just fairly, away quickly Kun Preacher, and also Lake Newland away well. Wide out on the track, Leader Mac is going to the outside with Lake Villa on their own out there, and as they link up to the 800 metre mark, it's Kun Preacher, and over on the outside shading at Lake Newland. Sir Muller strides up to be with them. Aquascene was racing with the head to the side. In that division, Paddington End and Greygo, followed by the heavyweight, and they were followed in the all-white by Lord Matthew, Miss Harndorf, and then Ruline. They raced down to link onto the course proper at the 400. Paddington End, the leader in the centre, with Aquascene driving through. Sir Muller, the outside, is starting to shift around a little. Greygo comes at him, and they were followed by Lake Newland. Sir Muller's under some pressure. He's no good thing, this favourite. Down the outside, Lake Villa is clear there from further back in the field, then running on Ruline. Greygo, the leader, but look at Ruline coming quickly now. Ruline, what an amazing first up record this horse has got, and it's bloused them. Ruline first, Greygo second, Lake Newland third, Sir Muller. And the action, the events continue here at Victoria Park today. Lake Villa down the extreme outside, and out there with it was Leader Mac. Back to the inside section then we had the heavyweight with the Aquascene easing down quickly. Lord Matthew back there with Kun Preacher, and also amongst the last ones in was Miss Harndorf, and Paddington End about midfield.
So the favourite out of a place there in race 5, another sensation at Victoria Park. Ruline 640, 170.
And they're set to jump. Rosebank stood well and are rapidly moving about. There's movement towards the outside. The gate's rocking. They settle again. The line cleared. Racing. They've jumped in a good line, are rapidly out wide on the track away quickly, and Sir Anthony and Schwarzkopf near the rail out fast. Butkus spearing through in the centre, looking to go up towards the lead over Russet Royal. They were followed by Grey Dawn, Rosebank the centre. 2 lengths away is Proud Harvest, Mac Joey, and 4 lengths to Dino. Inside the 1200 mark, and Sir Anthony went to the front, and he's got the mouth open. He's tugging for rain. Led over 2 lengths of Rapley. Schwarzkopf third, a length away Butkus. Grey Dawn fifth from Rosebank. They were followed by Russet Royal racing 3 deep from Proud Harvest. Mac Joey second last, and 2 or 3 lengths away to Dino at the tail of the field. Cooksley has steadied right up now at the 850 metres mark on Sir Anthony. He led just on a length on and a Rapley. Schwarzkopf is box seating third. Butkus fourth. Grey Dawn inside Rosebank, and out wide Russet Royal in the white. They were followed by Proud Harvest, Mac Joey second last, and Dino at the tail of the field. Inside the 600 mark, Sir Anthony just in front of a Rapley, with Butkus moving up 3 wide to be third. Schwarzkopf in the centre. 2 lengths away is Rosebank, Grey Dawn, Russet Royal very wide. 2 lengths Proud Harvest, Mac Joey and Dino in the stretch. Sir Anthony the front runner. A Rapley's moved up to join him and almost hit him. Butkus the outside and Grey Dawn claiming them quickly. Schwarzkopf looking for a run, and Russet Royal and Proud Harvest running on well. Sir Anthony grabbed by Grey Dawn at the 100. Grey Dawn swept to the front now. Proud Harvest getting out on the fence. Mac Joey late from Sir Anthony, but Grey Dawn's too good. Grey Dawn wins 2 lengths to Mac Joey and Proud Harvest. Sir Anthony fourth. He's still got to learn all this racing, what it's all about. He wants to go too hard in front from Russet Royal, then Dino. They were followed by a Rapley. Well back was Butkus, with Rosebank and Schwarzkopf near the tail. Well, he's got plenty of ability, Sir Anthony, but once they take him to the front, all he wants to do is get the mouth wide open and reef and tear for rain. And he brings himself undone. Grey Dawn, on the other hand, he's a real tradesman-like racehorse. He just goes to sleep, and
it's an attendant quickly rushing in there. Itiati alongside him. Savrocker standing up well. Off they go. Storm Rebel jumped well on the inside. Pearl Prince was away very nicely out of gate number 4. Savrocker just inside him, and Martago also away okay. Jade Start dropping in behind them about 6th or 7th, with Itiati on his outside. They're heading towards the first turn of the 1200. Sergris moving up on the outside to head Pearl Prince. Martago a length and a half away third. Savrocker his outside, and then 1 Storm Rebel. Itiati forced out 3 wide as Jade Start pushes up in the centre. 2 lengths to Fonzarelli. Cyrenelg, an exciting ranch last in the back, and Sergris by about a length and a half or a bit more now to Pearl Prince running second. In the slipstream behind the leader, a length back third is Savrocker. 1 away Martago. Pace is generous. 1.5 to Jade Start running fifth outside Storm Rebel. Another length and a half Fonzarelli on the inside of Itiati, and 2 lengths behind these Cyrenelg on the inside of Exciting Ranch. Down the side, and Sergris the leader, out by just on a length to Pearl Prince, and 2 lengths back Martago inside Savrocker. 2 lengths to Jade Start, who's just being niggled at a bit at this point of the race, as Itiati's gone around him quickly down by the school, and then Storm Rebel up near the turn now, and Sergris about a neck in front of Pearl Prince. 2 lengths to Savrocker. Itiati still making ground round the outside from Martago. Jade Start, Storm Rebel at the turn now, and Sergris a half in front. Pearl Prince on the outside is under the whip. Savrocker and Itiati still coming home on the outside, and then Martago the fence. They're in the straight. Sergris still narrowly has it. Pearl Prince is pecking him back now, and through on the inside Martago and Storm Rebel. Pearl Prince, Sergris just in front. They hit it. Oh, Sergris maybe a nose from Pearl Prince. Close between them. Storm Rebel is close up on the inside from Martago. Itiati just dying on the run, and then Savrocker, Jade Start, Cyrenelg, a break Fonzarelli and Exciting Ranch. This is the closest finish of the day. It's a good one too. Sergris has led everywhere. Pearl Prince has...
Today began much better and away faster. Still was Cover Queen to lead them. From Country Heroes second, Flapjacks goes to third, Bay of Sunshine, and with them goes off, and crowding up Artful Dame more forward today. In that division was Rusty Dusty Grey trying to get in. Orchestral Bell easing back out of the fray. Mr. Logical the rail. Jugar Bay checking off them out wide. Pushing up in the centre with the gold cappers, Camage. Queen of Mars going up on the rail, but there's not a great deal of room. Further back in the field behind those, Dry Shane, who's third last from Sparhawk and Princess LaRue. Pretty compact at the 800 on the side, where Cover Queen led them clearly. Cover Queen's out a length in front of Country Hero. Flapjacks, Artful Dame has gone to fourth, much more forward today. Over on the inside, Bay of Sunshine, followed further back in the field there. Caught on the outside, goes off, and further back to the rail, Mr. Logical. Rusty Dusty Grey's held up at the moment. Camage around it, Queen of Mars the rail, and they were followed then out wider by Dry Shane. Forget the others headed by Princess LaRue, but out wide on the track now. Flapjacks goes to the front now. Bay of Sunshine gets between them. Artful Dame's gone. It's dropped right out. And at the 200, Bay of Sunshine hit the front with it. Country Hero the inside. Bay of Sunshine just in front of Country Hero. Here comes Camage down the outside. Reagan's going for 3, and she's done it, the girl. Kamaja's won from Queen of Mars. The girls of Cornelladit. Bay of Sunshine or Flapjacks for the Miners, and they were followed over on the outside by Dry Shane. Then came Princess LaRue. We've seen a real fairy tale story unfold here today. Country Hero followed by Artful Dame, didn't put in the finish, and then came behind those Goes Off, Cover Queen, Rusty Dusty Grey, Sparhawk, Jugar Bay, Dry Shane pulling up quickly with Princess LaRue. I think the first time the Hay Stable has ever put a female apprentice on, Reagan Rayner had 3 rides for them today, and once this number goes up, I think we can say
5 inches shorter on track, and he has nearly halved his opening quote. They have put a stack on. Umpire very skinny, the tote 360. He's much better on track, and he's been a real drifter. But they have put a lot of money on Revenue Razor here. It'll be interesting to see what Dye does early. His trainer said this morning he would like to ride him back off the speed. He's widely drawn. All set now. Gates open, the Old Boy Juggler and My Halo Break and Moonnee's Cove with Magic Road and Batwing all away very quickly and showing speed is shifting. Regal Curator jump well, he's outside of Juggler but wide settling, 2 lengths to Umpire inside Revenue Razor, 2 lengths to Winger on the outside of Deep Snip and 2 lengths to Astro Boy. 9.50 out, My Halo Break moved up on the outside of Batwing, Magic Road a length away in third. Moonnee's Cove in the centre, shifting on the fence, a length and a half to Revenue Razor, wide, very wide going forward. Then Regal Curator Juggler a length away with the black colours and the cerise cap on is Umpire. Then came well back Deep Snip, Astro Boy and Inga at the tail of the field before the bend. And Batwing went to the front from My Halo Break. Magic Road wide, shifting the fence a length to Moonnee's Cove, Regal Curator. Revenue Razor very deep. Umpire coming to the extreme outside as they turn from Juggler and Astro Boy. In the straight, My Halo breaks after Batwing, 2 lengths to Moonnee's Cove. They were followed by Regal Curator and Umpire right down the centre of the track, but Batwing going strongly at the 200. He's 2 in front of Moonnee's Cove, who's trying to peg him back an inch by inches, getting to him. Then Regal Curator and Juggler starting to scream home. Juggler's flying. He's after Moonnee's Cove. They go to the line. Not sure. Moonnee's Cove, Juggler, Moonnee's Cove. There's nothing in it. Moonnee's Cove's got his head down right on the line. Batwing in a photo with Deep Snip for third from Umpire. They were followed next of all by Astro Boy, then Batwing shifting. Further back, Regal Curator, My Halo Break, Revenue Razor, Inga, and last of all was Magic Road. I'm not sure. Cameraman Murray going for possibly Juggler on the outside. It's very tight. Moonnee's Cove, to my eye, on the line looked like he might have just won. But I could be wrong. We're standing by for the number. I'm not real sure. To the naked eye, I think.
Further back then to Future Shock, followed by Cavasun, Cheval de Monde, Vasky. He was being followed then over along the inside, Pinteri Boy, and 2.5 lengths away, ticking away last. The pace is good as Torridon went to his favourite role of leading by a length and a half, Mr. Shelmar. Prince Brody in the box seat is third and 3/4 of a length away. Nicolay Springs is fourth. 2.5 then to Sunny Lane over on the inside of Neckaway Mount Arthur. 1.5 Floodlight, a similar gap, Video Kid. Davasky around the outside of him from Cavasun, Future Shock, Pinteri Boy, Cheval de Monde, and tacking on now is ticking away. Down the side with about 700 metres to travel now. Torridon the leader, 3/4 of a length, Mr. Shelmar. Prince Brady's had a lovely run. He's trying to get round the leader's heels. Moving up on the outside of him then. At the head of the others went Sunny Lane under a mighty weight. Nicolay Springs is there with Floodlight wider out. Now they pack right up. Mount Arthur's looking for a gap. Future Shock around the outside. Video Kid went with him, and then Cheval de Monde. Mr. Shelmar the first beaten as they straighten for the run in, where Prince Brody made his move here from Nicolay Springs. Torridon is under a lot of pressure from Floodlight, who's still there. Future Shock, Cheval de Monde. Across the track, it's Nicolay Springs, tackled by Future Shock. Future Shock goes to Nicolay Springs near the line, and Future Shock 3/4 of a length to Nicolay Springs. Cheval de Monde might have got up for third. Sunny Line under him, mighty weight was a big run. Then Floodlight, Prince Brady weakened. Torridon dropped out from further back to Pinteri Boy, Mount Arthur, no luck. Video Kid, Cavasun, Davasky.
OK, they're almost set at Eagle Farm for the running of this 7th event as we take you to Alan Thomas.
Racing now, Madame's, one stayed there, Netty Might, missed it about 10 lengths. The first to come out was Early Shift. They made it begin today.
Diana's going forward. In the early stages, Miss Angelique dropping back, and so is Currency and Melindy. Through the first 200 metres, Rose of Talak and Wisteria Walker making forward moves, but it's Naphill the leader. Naphill in her favourite role up to the bottom turn at the 1200 led Rose of Talak, a lot handier than she was the other day. 2 lengths back in the full. Baby Boomer didn't handle that turn well. She's got shuttered right back to last. Naphill led Rose of Talak, Wisteria Walk third. A length and a half away, Mrs. Bentley well placed fourth, and Currency moving forward wide out. 2 lengths then Melindy, a length and a half Graceful Emma, Lady Baton, and Baby Boomer out 3 wide now, and a length and a half to Miss Angelique last of all. That's the order off the back at the 800. Naphill by 1 length. Rose of Talak is second, running third. The inside Wisteria Walk, 1.5 to Currency on the outside of Mrs. Bentley. 2 lengths Melindy, 1 Graceful Emma in the all blue on the rail. Behind her Baby Boomer, Lady Baton, and back last is Miss Angelique down the side at the 600, and Naphill by a half. Rose of Talak and Mrs. Bentley chiming it out 3 wide. Wisteria Walk under pressure, losing ground, and Graceful Emma's got up to be handy behind the leading trio with Melindy on her outside, and then Baby Boomer starting to pick up ground. Naphill led though from Rose of Talak. Mrs. Bentley is working home very well in the gold cap 3 wide, clear of Graceful Emma and Melindy. Into the straight now. Mrs. Bentley moved up on the outside to take the lead from Rose of Talak. Naphill, Graceful Emma's coming on down the outside. Mrs. Bentley, Rose of Talak, and Graceful Emma's coming at them on the outside. Mrs. Bentley, Graceful Emma and Mrs. Bentley. Oh, gee, this is close between Graceful Emma the outside, Mrs. Bentley. Rose of Talak is inches away on the inside, clear of Miss Angelique, and then Wisteria Walk, Melindy, Baby Boomer, a gap to Naphill weakening badly, Lady Baton, and Currency was back last of all. Photo here. Graceful Emma has come with a rush, but Mrs. Bentley has really kicked in the centre. She's got it. 9's got it, Mrs. Bentley. Graceful Emma, what does she have to do to win a race? Her only victory came at her Seymour debut in a 2-year-old maiden. She hasn't been able to win since. 6 seconds.
Obscenic. Next over on the outside of Obscenic in the all-white colours of the club is Brotherly Love, followed further back by Calgary Road Hedge, Lynburden. 2 away in the blue and gold logo colours, Padstow. On the outer track, they race down towards the 900 and passing that point, Serious Business leads by a half. Aki Bono second, My Advocator third, Prince LaRue's close handy fourth. Fifth was Sovereign Squall. They were followed back on the inside by Obscenic. Next over on the outside, very wide, was Toybury. 3 deep. Brotherly Love goes up in the centre. Calgary Road and Hedge are just behind those as they turn, and they were followed further back in the field behind those then at the tail of the field now by Padstow, who's easing to the outside, and Lindbergh just ahead of it. Onto the course proper at the 400, the leader is still Serious Business from Aki Bono under the stick, My Advocator. Obscenic getting a run up on the inside. Sovereign Squall is now chiming in. Now Padstow out wide is starting to make some good ground with Lindbergh, but the leader now Aki Bono with Serious Business, but here's Padstow. He's rounding them up, Padstow, and he's raced to the front, and Padstow goes home to score. Second placing, I think Lindbergh over Serious Business. Aki Bono might be fourth. Prince LaRue close up with Obscenic over on the inside, and they were followed wider out by Hedge doing some good work at the finish. Further back was My Advocator in Calgary Road, and they were followed further back then by Brotherly Love, who was one of the last in as they come back into my view. The winner of the last will be Padstow, number 8. Came from a clear last and has run the 1500 out very strongly in the club logo colours. Number 8, Padstow.
To win the race. Favourite on track, Space Prince on the tote, 440. On a day where we've had some real cliffhanger photo finishes. The lights are on. Warwick Farm race tomorrow. And they're set to jump. Grey Bell moving around in close. The attendants are not happy with, I think, Grey Bell or one drawn alongside of her, Space Prince. He's prancing in close. The starter not quite up to his ladder as yet. Fraud. The Grail carries the black with the cerise cap. Second set of the Hawks colours. Set. Ready to jump. Racing, and they've come out in a perfect line. Fraud out wide and Space Prince on the fence away quickly. Baycan Empire out fast. The Grail showing speed. Princiana fifth on the fence, 2 lengths to Pirate's Yarn. They were followed by Le Mans Grey Bell on the inside. King of Atlantis 2 lengths away from Noble Challenge, and Top Shot at the tail of the field. Plenty of speed on. They run to the first bend. Space Prince fired up. Led a length Baycan Empire 750 out. 2 lengths away Fraud, third and 3 deep. The Grail the centre. Prince Sienna the rail. Pirate's Yarn deep going up. Between runners Le Mans from Grey Bell. 2 lengths King of Atlantis. Noble Challenge the outside, and 2 lengths to Top Shot. On the bend 450 out. Space Prince got away to lead just over a length on Baycan Empire. Fraud 3 wide. Prince Sienna sneaking up on the inside. They were followed by Grey Bell. Then came the Grail to the outside. Pirate's Yarn over Le Mans. They're well in the straight at the 300. Space Prince in front. Led just over a length. On the outside, Baycan Empire Fraud. Prince Sienna, Grey Bell getting up on the inside from Noble Challenge. Space Prince still in front. Prince Sienna trying to reach him. In front now is Space Prince. Prince Sienna driving up on the inside. Space Prince in front, and it's go to O for Space Prince. He leads all of the way to win. Prince Sienna second, not sure third. It's either Fraud or Baycan Empire from the Grail. Then came Le Mans. They were followed out wide on the track, rattling home Top Shot, King of Atlantis. Not far away, Grey Bell after they crossed the line. Well back in the field was Pirate's Yarn and Noble Challenge. Space Prince, number 12. Big tip on track, him. He firmed in very dramatically before easing back out. But he's got the cash at $3.80 and $1.70. Straight to the front by